Right guys, Gaff is back. Now it's been pointed out to me that when I've built the top of the box gaff in the past, I've not showed you how to put the magnets into the box. I do apologise for that. It's because I do a lot of it. I thought it would be pretty straightforward, but I guess if you've never done it before, it might help to see how it's done. So I do need to make another top of the box gaff, so I thought I'd build another one and show you putting the magnets into the box as well. So you're going to start out with a box you've cut out. You're going to take the top off, and this is just about 3 cards thick, all glued together just to use as a template. So we're going to cut round this and the good old glue stick. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back of this just so this card will stay in position. We'll line it up in here so it's square, and we'll get a sharp knife and we're just going to cut around this template. It's always good if you use a really sharp knife, just so you can do it in one cut. If you do it in one cut, it's just cleaner. And it's much easier if you've got a few cards stuck together rather than just one card. So we'll get rid of these bits. In fact, if I turn this over, you might see it better because it's dark. And then we're just going to round off the corners. And peel this off. Now this should be the exact size of a playing card. So what you're going to do, you're going to get any indifferent card matching the colour of this. And you are not going to do anything else for a minute, in fact. So once you've done this, you could build this gaff if you want, but there's an easy way of putting the magnets in, so we'll show you that first. So you've cut this out, we'll come back to that in a minute. Then you're going to get the bottom of the box. Yeah, this is from a different box, but you're going to need this cardboard here as well. So once again, you'll get your template, you'll square it all up, and you'll just cut around this one as well. So we'll get rid of these bits. We just round the corners off. Now you're just going to slice off this piece of the top. So get a ruler and just take that off. Right, you want to come down probably about a centimetre or so. You'll see why in a minute. Take that off. Now before you put this into your box, if there is any residue of glue on this side, you're going to want to let that dry first, because what's going to happen is, get these cards out, this piece of card is going to slide into the box like this. Why you've used another piece of the box is because the colouring will be the same. So now you're going to turn this over and you're going to glue 4 magnets. I use these 8mm by 0.5mm magnets. And you're going to put a magnet in the corners like this. I'm just going to use some standard sellotape just to stick these down. And just making sure that the magnets are all around the same way. The same way as the poles of the magnets. Stick it down. I'm going to put 2 down in the corners here. So slide 1 down there, get a little bit of sticky tape. Stick that over the magnet, and the last one, a little bit of sticky tape. So you've got your 4 magnets in here. This is going to go into the box. Now why you've cut this piece longer is because on the card boxes you have this bit that flaps down, look. So you want that to be stuck right just below the crease of that, because you are going to want to bend this at some point. So that is perfect. Now you're just going to coat this with glue stick again. Give it a good coating with glue stick. You could use super glue if you want, but the only problem with super glue is it's a permanent fix straight away, isn't it? So if it's not quite in the right place when you drop it in, you will not be able to adjust it. And just push down, so that will be stuck in there. Best thing to do now is get the deck, slide that over the top, push it all in, and then just give it a good old squeeze. So you need that to be flat like that, just so you can pull the cards out. So that will be stuck inside the box. So when somebody looks inside, they will see absolutely nothing, because it will just look like the box. So we're going to drop these cards back in. That will just help the glue really stick and set. You can close this up. Right, I've always said in the past, always keep the cellophane on your boxes, because what you're going to do now, although you don't need the cellophane at this point, you're going to take any indifferent card and you're going to place this square over the deck like this. And then you're going to get your other magnets ready. Get 4 magnets out. Make sure this card is nice and square on the deck, and then drop these magnets. They will attract to the magnets inside. Once again, you're going to get some sticky tape and just stick these down in that position. You can press the tape down a bit harder after. Just get it all stuck down. Now you should be able to peel this off and just make sure that tape is stuck, because this card should attract perfectly to the top. You can drop it from a distance and it should just attract perfectly. Now you've got your top of the box here, which is going to be stuck over the top like this. So once again, you're going to get your trusty glue stick and you're going to give this a good coating, especially on the edges. Now if you've been messing around with this card, good idea just to double check which is the orientation. You want this to be the right way for your gimmick. So I know that's the top of the box, so this bit has got to be stuck on here. So you're going to square everything up on the corners, making sure that it looks like one card from this way. I've got a little bit of a thing here I need to nick off, but that's fine, you can sort that out. And just squeeze down the edges. Now you can press this in a book if you want, make sure the glue really sets, but if you've got the cellophane, you can slide this down the cellophane and that will act as a bit of pressure to keep this perfectly squared up. So that attracts perfectly to the top. When somebody looks inside the box, they will see nothing. You've just got to make sure that where you've stuck it here, it really sticks well and you cannot see it. What you might want to do is, when you put the cards back in the box, maybe put a few extra cards in there so they're in there tight, so it pushes against that. So that is the easiest and the simplest way to do it. You could use sticky back plastic labels. That's a good way, but that's it's quite awkward to get it in. The easiest way is that slither of card in there. The magnets are completely hidden, and that will attract perfectly to the top. I'm going to slide that under there that cellophane will help it stay in place and stick. And that is it, guys. That is how to put the magnets into the top of the box gaff. So comment, subscribe, like, and something's on its way to Canada. Cheers. Oh, if you want some tricks, link in description and in comments to many tricks using the top of the box gaff. Cheers.